Oh god. No, come on. What an idiot. That guy with the chainsaw could have had her right there. I would have been much more effective than these bozos. It's likely that they never even went to human hunting school. Oh crap. I forgot he was above me. Maybe he didn't hear me over the sound of this movie. Maybe, if I just stay really quiet again, he'll forget or something. Oh god damn it, it happened again. Why do they always have to stretch these damn movies out for so long? That didn't come from me. This voice? Yeah, this voice you hear now? It's all in your imagination. Now, keep watching the movie, or go back to sleep or something. And whatever you do, definitely do not look under the bed. Now go on. See? You remember why you take your meds daily. No, you know what? Fine. You're really going to make me do this, huh? Okay. I see how it is. Now don't start screaming and running away. You'll have to agree to that first. Okay? Come on, let's hear it, you little soy boy. Agree to my terms and maybe I can show myself. Just promise me you won't start screaming like your silly little movies. The Idaho Weed Whacker Annihilation or whatever. Oh, there you are. But I know you can let out more than just a squeak. Let's use our words now, shall we? It appears I may have come across a bit too forward. My intent wasn't to frighten you, dear. Let's go about this in another way, shall we? I'll stay talking to you from under the bed for a bit. But when you feel like it, maybe I can crawl out from under here and join you up there. Does that sound all right, dear? Wonderful. I'm glad we can come to some sort of an understanding. How about you make yourself nice and comfy, all right? There's no need to get nervous or make yourself worry. My intent as a bed demon was never to harm you. I simply came to observe you. If the side effect of that was making you uneasy, then I apologize. I know how complicated relations between humans and demons can be. Trust me, the strangeness of this situation is not lost on me. Still, living under people's beds for a while is my job after all. That doesn't mean I can't have friendly relations with whoever I'm haunting. How long have I been under here, you ask? Well, let's see. Looks like about 2 weeks now. I think you only started to notice a bit yesterday, though. I thought I was going to be caught for sure when I dropped all those Legos. You sure have quite a lot of those under here. I managed to build an entire castle. I appreciate the consideration. But it is so dusty under here. Didn't anyone important in your life ever tell you to clean under your bed? Well, I suppose no one ever told you not to talk to bed demons either. Oh well. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the company. Not being allowed to talk for weeks on end can get pretty lonely. I'm only technically allowed to make angry grunts and stuff like that. But honestly, I'm pretty tired of it. I'd much rather talk to a human. As odd as this situation might be. Hey, do you think I can come up from under the bed now? I'm getting tired of looking at this mess, and if I'm being quite honest, I haven't actually seen your face since I've been under here. I feel it only polite to introduce myself to the one whose bed I've been hiding under this whole time. Are you ready now, dear? I'm nothing to be afraid of, I promise. Finally able to stretch out again. It's a wonder I was able to fit myself under that bed of yours for so long anyway. Now you see me. I'm not nearly as scary as you imagined, huh? I find that humans often have a way of making us seem like some sort of interdimensional horror with all the stories they tell. But now you see, that's not the case. Won't you allow me to sit with you? Your bed does look so comfy. Much appreciated, dear. So wonderful to finally be able to actually see your face. Quite a bit more handsome than I imagined. How interesting. Would you mind if I just came a little bit closer? It's not often I have this sort of interaction with your kind. Most of the time, it's just trying to grab your ankles from underneath the bed. Always a fun game to play, but I think I enjoy getting to be this close to you as well. Something about you is quite fascinating to me. Such a cute human. I didn't quite expect that, judging from the state of your room. But oh well, I suppose I can't expect to be right all the time. In this case, I'm quite glad. Tell me, human, what do you think of me? It wasn't my intention to come across in a threatening manner. Yet now I sit on the end of your bed. It's a pleasure to meet you in this way. Although you still come across as a bit nervous. What can we do to fix that? I can't have you worrying about the demon that just came out from under your bed all night. That would be rather rude of me. A cute human like you needs his rest. Just lay back down, gently. I don't want to cause you any more trouble for the night. There, that's it. We can watch the rest of this silly little movie if you like. I'll tolerate the incompetence of the killers just for you. Oh, and have you ever been cuddled by a spawn of Satan before? Yeah, didn't think so. There's a first time for everything, though. Get nice and comfy. We run a bit warmer than you humans, so I think you'll find this whole experience to be rather nice. Lean back into my arms. I'll take good care of you, I promise. Isn't that nice? A good boy like you deserves to feel nice. I hope this makes up for the whole living under your bed without your knowledge thing. But what can I say? I didn't get to choose my job in hell. The job chose me. And I must say, this is a nice change of pace from the usual claustrophobic work environment. Lucky me to be able to spend this night with a cutie like you. You may think it a bit crass, but I've always wondered what it would be like to be an incubus. Oh, my dear, turning a bit red at the thought of that, huh? How adorable. I love seeing your expressions change like that. I almost forget how fun it is to toy with you humans, especially ones like you, sweet and innocent. Don't get too excited now, dear. It seems I've got to keep you on a leash to keep you from going a bit feral. You're going to behave for me, isn't that right? Good boy. So keep yourself under control until I say so. All right? Such a wonderful human. Keep it up. You'll earn your reward. But for now, how about you just enjoy this time with me? I know you don't get too much affection like this. What a shame. Someone like you is definitely worth it. How wonderful it is to let my hands just slide all around you. You look so fond of that. Feeling your body relax from my touch is such a wonderful thing. This is the way that human-demon relations can improve. We can all use a nice cuddle every once in a while. Now you're not so scared anymore. Who would have thought that the very demon you are afraid of would be the one helping you to relax? A strange world we live in, indeed. But I'm more than all right with that. And I can tell you are as well. Feel me press right up against you. It's nice, isn't it? Feeling my heat against your back. I could certainly stay like this for a while. Even with this infuriating movie playing. This one was so low budget they couldn't even hire a real demon to consult. Do you know how cheap you can rent a violence consulting demon? Hell, most of them will do it for free. Anyway, my apologies for the little tangent. That's none of our concern right now. All I want to do is focus on making you feel nice and relaxed. A cutie like you certainly deserves to feel appreciated. Let me take care of that. You're mine now, dear. Do you know how hard it is to get rid of a demon once you let them haunt your home? I'm no exception, but why would you ever want me gone? I'm only here to help you, and I want to take good care of my host. It would be quite impolite for me to do otherwise. You technically invited me into your home, so now I must stay and take care of you. I'm afraid you have no other option when you let the dark energy in. Well now, it looks like that silly little movie of yours is over. You have been quite good at controlling yourself up until the end. I suppose you deserve your reward after all. How wonderful. Stay just like that, dear. I think by now you figured out they don't call us bed demons only for show. There's that red face again. Let me show you why. I'm recording with no pants on, and I think you should subscribe because of that.